It's Helen's birthday, and we're going for a day out in Spitalfields or thereabouts. It's very glamorous. And we're going to the Postal Museum because that's very glamorous.
Helen's never ever thought of wanting to go to the Postal Museum, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's got a little train to ride. That's its main.
It's Lawrence's treat for me
That's
today.
right. Yes, and then we're going to go to Spitalfields markets, and hopefully then find Ottolenghi's place.
Yes, but we've got till 8 o'clock to do that.
Yes, right. But there's a pub there at 6 o'clock somewhere.
Yes, 6:30.
6:30. All right.
I'm about to have my treat for the day, a Boxing Day toasty.
Yes, another birthday treat. A pret-a-manger lunch.
Yum.
Yes, we're at the Postal Museum. It's a special birthday treat for all the boys and girls. And this is Helen, aged 8.5.
68 today.
So she's always wanted to go on a choo-choo train.
I didn't know this train existed. I just assumed they, go in normal transport. Did you know there was a mail train?
I knew there was a mail train that went under Britain, and it was quite early
Under
on.
Britain.
Under Britain, under London, and it was quite early in the proceedings. It was to replace the horse-drawn postal service.
Just get any bags in the locker just there.
All right. Right.
Oh.
Yes, I've done that. Right, are you excited now?
I'm very excited.
Yes. Yeah.
I've never been on a mail train before.
No.
I didn't know a mail train existed. This is beyond anything I could have imagined as my birthday treat.
It is.
And this is only beginning of the day.
Well, that's right. There's all sorts of possibilities. Notice the average age group of the people that went on here.
I know. You have to be small enough in order to fit in.
Yeah, they won't turn it off.
We ask all passengers to remain seated for the duration of the ride and not to lean on the sides of the train, as this may cause it to stop suddenly. Thank you.
To just 30 minutes. It was an engineering marvel. Rail ran almost non-stop, night and day, for over 75 years until 2003.
As we explore, we'll be going back in time to see tunnels, loading platforms, and a few surprises. We'll be at our first.
In the 80s, we had our 60th anniversary. Along with that, we had a new brand and finally some new trains. I'll tell you two things that sum up the 70s. Postcodes made life a lot easier, and strikes made life not so easy. The swinging 60s. Those World Cup stamps sold out after England won. There were a few celebrations down here that summer. In the 50s, air travel became much more common, and so did airmail, and that meant even more of it travelled on mailroom. The railway was bombed several times. This station suffered the most damage when it was hit in 1943. Amazingly, the railway was back up and running the very next day. That reflected how vital the railway had become.
Okay, on we go. Let's follow a few of those letters. This is the Colonel. He's writing to the BBC. This is Kathleen. She's keeping in touch with her sweetheart in the Navy. And this is Mary. Her letter is very special because it's going to, ho ho ho, Father Christmas.
Right, well, this is goodness grace. And we've just taken you on a tour of the Postal Service Museum. Postal Museum, which I'm sure you'll find very exciting if you find your way there sometime in the future. Anyway, like, share, subscribe especially, and share. I'm sure you enjoyed that little bit of a burst of history. And there's all sorts of exhibitions that go on throughout the year there. And of course, the train ride, goodness me, the underground mail train. Squeeze yourself in there if you can. Where are we?
We're in Spitalfields Market.
Ooh. Right, Spitalfields. There's a bit of the history here. Early 1600s, you find the Huguenots moving in here. They were silk weavers, hence Silk Street somewhere. And after the Huguenots started going up in the world and moving out, then you found the Irish moving in, because they were also weavers and labourers for the local markets and so on. And then you found the Irish giving way to the Jewish immigrants, and by the early 20th century this place was 90% Jewish, so you got a lots of synagogues around. But the Bengalis moved in because there was all this cheap property around, but I bet it's not so cheap now. I bet that's a really good investment. And you've got a lot of mosques around this area, and food from all around the world. It's a good foodie place, and as you can see, it's a huge market, and a rather plush one at that. Yes, at one point the East End of London was the cheap end. It was a very working class place, and let's say it was the place where all the immigrants moved in. Well, Those immigrants have done very well for themselves. And that's the Ottolenghi restaurant that we're going to. Fun? Oh, I've already had some. Yeah, it was okay, yeah. I'm told this is Midori sour. Anyway, so it's a melon liqueur apparently. And here's another one. Yes.
When I booked, it did ask, was it a special occasion? And the birthday was an option, so I
Did check your box. Right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, share, because this is Goodness Grays. We've just been to Ottolenghi.
Need to subscribe because they're too rich. They can go to Ottolenghi and afford it.
Well, that's right.
would just have 2 dishes, couldn't you?
That's right. Why do they not warn you that they have delicious desserts? Because by the time you get round to it, you don't feel like it. So you have less at the beginning and more at the end. That would be a good idea. So,
We used to come down here and Rostiapak.
oh, right.
He was one of the founding members of the Clash.
When you think of the price of that meal
Yeah.
compared to Pizza Express, it's
Oh,
nonsense, isn't
that's right. Well, Ottolenghi, right, expensive, but quite frankly, compared to Pizza Express, which is also good, but it's not Ottolenghi. It's about twice the price of Pizza Express, and you expect it to be 10 times more. But yeah, so it was pretty good, interesting. Some of the food I just did not like because it has a bitter flavour, but it was always interesting.